guys. Look how swollen my eyes are. So I don't know what I ate or what I put on my face yesterday that was different. The only thing that I put on my face yesterday that was different was this glitter. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but my eyelids are so swollen, like incredibly swollen. And when I tell you guys that I almost cried in pain last night, I literally almost cried in pain last night. I had to take all of my lashes off, my lash extensions, because it was like, oh my God, so painful. So number one, I had to take Benadryl in the middle of the night because my eyelids were so swollen. That's one. Two, Benadryl makes you extremely drowsy, so I am so tired. I should already be ready. Number one, we're having Father's Day at my mom's today. I should already be ready, and I'm not. So, drunk elephant. So yeah, I'm gonna put on some makeup today just because I look like shite, but I'm not gonna be doing like a whole bunch of makeup on my eyelids. Gosh, they look crazy. They're so swollen. I knew they would be because they literally hurted all night. Like, they hurt. Honey polypeptide, not polypeptide, honey propolis. What? I gotta order some more of this. Yeah, it was like just like a sting all night on my eyelids, which I knew when I took my, no it's not, Bailey. I knew when I took my makeup off last night, I was like, my eyelids are sore, but they weren't swollen like this. So I was like, okay, no big deal. And then at like 3:15 this morning, it felt like someone was holding a lighter to my eyelids. And I was like, what the fuck? Thank you. Guys, I know it may be hard to tell, but not only are my eyelids swollen, my face is swollen. I don't know what the fuck. That's why I think it has to be something. I'm from Tennessee. East Tennessee to be exact. I don't know. We ate at this new place in town, but all I had was a salad. So I don't know if like the dressing might have had something in it. I don't know, you guys, but that's why I'm thinking that it's something I ate, because it's my whole face and my eyelids are so swollen. I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay. I just had an allergic reaction last night. So I'm using the Benefit Professional. So I'm like swollen all over right now because of that. Especially in my face. It's very swollen. And my eyelids. They haven't poisoned me, no. No, it's an allergic reaction for sure. I know it's an allergic reaction. I just don't know to what. So I had to take some Benadryl last night, and that caused me to Nimya, where it all starts cream, that caused me to oversleep, which would normally be fine on a Sunday. Like, it normally wouldn't be a big deal, but today we are having Father's Day at my mom's because my dad works out of town, so he's only home certain days of the month, and so he will not be here on the 15th. So we have to be there at 1:30. Nimya License to Glow Serum. I'm just going to do like a lot of moisturizing here. I'm not going to do very much on my eyelids. I think probably all I will do is just like a crease color, to be honest. And maybe something on the lid just to kind of like contour my eyelids so they don't look so swollen. Oh, don't feel bad, you guys. It's fine. It's just unfortunate because I don't think it was makeup. Okay. Let's start on these eyebrows. I just hate that I had to pick all of my lash extensions off. Well, I guess I didn't have to pick my lash extensions off, but I don't know. It freaked me out at first because the only place that was swollen at first was my eyelids, so it freaked me out. So I picked all of my lash extensions off, but now today, like, my cheeks are swollen. It's a whole thing, but it's fine. We will be fine. So I'm just super sleepy, which is why I went live with you guys, so that you guys can talk to me and keep me awake, because when I say I'm so sleepy right now, I literally took Benadryl at close to 4 o'clock this morning, and that shit knocks me out. I don't know about y'all, but it knocks me the fuck out. So if my alarm wasn't going bananas, I probably could have slept till like 2 o'clock. No lie. Like, that shit can knock me out for like 12 hours. So anyways, I'm using the Anastasia dip brow, by the way. I don't know if I said that or not. But yeah, I told John last night, I was like, my eyelids are like swollen. And he was like, are they swollen shut? And I was like, no, they're not swollen shut, because that's how I found out I was allergic to coconut. I've never in my life, this is going to sound so crazy, loved coconut. Like, just like the smell of it, unless it's like in a lotion or like a candle or a perfume. I like the smell of coconut, but like real actual coconut, I've never liked the smell. So I've never eaten it. Like, never in my life until 2022, and then I finally tried it, and bitch, when I tell you guys that we had to go to the emergency room, the whole 9 yards, it was absolutely terrible. I mean that. It was so bad. I had the worst allergic reaction and found out that I was allergic to coconut. And so I have to be careful, because some makeup products put actual coconut, not like coconut artificial flavorings or scents or whatever. No, they put like actual, the real deal coconut in it. So I have to be careful about that. And I know for a fact none of the makeup I used yesterday had coconut in it. And then I was thinking back to the pizza place we ate at, and I was like, I had one piece of pizza. I literally mainly just ate the salad. I ate a salad and I had one piece of pizza just because for whatever reason that place charges you whether you eat the pizza or not, which is so weird to me, but whatever. So I was like, well, I might as well eat a piece and we're gonna get charged for it, you know? So, Mama Cat, she's so vocal this morning. So I did, and it was like a Alfredo sauce like pizza with chicken on it. And I had one piece of it. I know it didn't have any fucking coconut on it. I know for a fact it didn't. And that was quite literally all I had. So I don't know. I just keep like thinking about like what it could have been. And I honestly, you guys, do not know. Other than this glitter. Like I said, I wore this new gold glitter that I had gotten off of Amazon. It's safe glitter. I've ordered them before. I've worn the gold before. So I'm just like, I don't know why it would have, like, I would have had this type of allergic reaction. And I also don't know why my whole face would swell up. Then I remembered that John got me this new setting spray. And so I was reading through the ingredients. Nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. So we will see. I'm obviously not going to wear the glitter today, so we'll see if that was what it was. I'm going to go in with my MAC. This is the paint pot in the shade Painterly. And I'm just going to put it on my lid because they are oily little creatures. And also, they are swollen right now and a little red, and they need a little love. So we're gonna give them that. Yeah, and see, like, the thing is like I hardly ever have like allergic reactions. Like I said, in my entire life, I never had one until I ate, which I was literally forced to eat, let me just say. Someone at work had made this coconut cake. I do not like cake and I do not like pie. I never have. I don't like the texture of cake and pie. I love a cookie, okay, and I love ice cream. I'm not a cake or pie person. And she was like, no, you have to try it, you have to try it. Finally, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Like, she hounded me. So I tried it and had an allergic reaction. So I've just been like thinking, like, am I allergic to more than just coconut? I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and cut these brows. Anyways, that explains why my face is swollen and my eyes are so swollen this morning. I did also do a weigh-in the other day, you guys, and I'm so proud of myself. I've lost 32 pounds. How crazy is that? On my own. It's so crazy. Which, for those of you guys who do not know, I work in pharmacy benefits. I won't say where I work, but I work in pharmacy benefits. And so a lot of people were like, oh, you need to try Zepbound or Wegovy, like a tirzepatide or a semaglutide. And I was like, absolutely not. Because I work with those things. I see, like, just the things that have happened with people. I see and hear the horror stories, you know what I mean? And also, like, not only are they so hard to find, number one, fun fact, is that Zepbound is about to not be covered anymore. There's only like a few plans that are about to cover it anymore anyways. So I don't want to get started on something that literally is not going to be covered. So I decided to cut a few things out of my diet that I just know from losing weight in the past are things that will cut down the weight for me really quickly. And boom, here we are. They did just that. Alright, now I'm just going to take that previous brush and I'm just going to pat all of this in so it's not like, yeah, it's definitely that glitter. It's that glitter that caused an allergic reaction for sure, because I can feel where it hurts or where it's kind of sore, and it's right where that glitter was placed. So I definitely had an allergic reaction to this glitter, so I'm going to throw it away. I've ordered it before, but the last time I ordered it from a different seller. So I'm just going to have to go back to the other seller. The only reason I ordered from this new seller, of course, is to save a few dollars, because it was like $3 cheaper with this other seller. When am I going to learn? Like, literally spending the few extra dollars is worth it, Morgan. Like, Jesus. So yeah, this new little eye safe glitter moment we will not be wearing anymore. No, it is not worth it at all to have your eyes burn like that all night and wake up to your face and your eyes so swollen. Anyways, let's contour these eyes a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Volume 2 palette, and I'm going to use these 3 shades to, in my crease, is like a transition shade. So this shade right here is Love Handles, Love Handles, Comfort Zone, Perfectionist, and then I will go in with Homebody after all of that. And that's what we'll put in the crease. So first I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This one here is by Morphe. Just going to use my little brush cleaner. Mix all 3 of those together. So what is everybody else's plans on this Sunday? That is quite literally, oh, I forgot my tape. Shoot a poot. That is quite literally all we have to do today. And then tonight is Love Island, the next episode of Love Island. I am literally dying to see what's going to happen with Jeremiah and Amaya, because I think we all now know that Amaya is going after Jeremiah for sure. Which I will say this, like, I don't love when the bombshells come in and do that, because they do get to watch before they come in, you know, kind of like what's going on with the Islanders. So it is pretty apparent that Jeremiah and Huda are, you know, pretty close. Plus, we've got Huda who's just told him about her daughter. So I hope Jeremiah doesn't disappoint me. But also, you can't be too mad at him if he does like Amaya and does give her an opportunity. But then at the same time, you kind of like, I don't know, playing devil's advocate, you can't really be mad at him because they've only been there for such a short period of time. But at the same time, he's been love bombing the fuck out of Huda. So Like, he's not said I love you yet, but he's definitely been like, I feel like close for sure. I'm not actually going with the shade Thick Skin today. It's more of like a bricky undertone orangey shade, and I feel like it'll be really pretty. And I do always blend these up into the front of my brow. Alright. Next, I'm going to take more of a tapered blending brush. This is by L'Oreal Los Angeles, and it is the L18 brush. Thick Skin. I don't think I've ever even used this shade, which is so funny. Because it's really pretty. Oh, yeah, I love. Doing this to really contour those eyelids where they are so swollen. Anyways, excited to see that tonight, to see exactly what Jeremiah's going to do. Is he going to give Amaya the time of day? What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to give her the time of day? I think he's going to talk to her, because it would be rude not to. I mean, she just got there. But I really do deep down think he's going to be like, no, you know? Because he's already told her once when they were sitting, he was like, I got really lucky with Huda. Like, he said that straight to her face. And then Amaya told Huda before they went down, after getting ready at night, she was like, I'm gonna get to know him. She was like, that's okay, you can get to know him, like, period. Tell her, Ash, you can get to know her, babe, but that don't mean shit. Alright, I'm going in with a little bit of Homebody, because that Thick Skin did not do exactly what I wanted it to do. Yeah, that's, that's probably why I always use the shade Thick Skin. Thick Skin and Crazy are two of my favorites, obviously, that I'm about to hit pan on, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I use all of Homebody, because there are so many like orangey shades like this, but not one that is exactly like Thick Skin, so, or Homebody, I mean. Because Jacqueline quit selling her brand, closed her brand completely down, so I don't have her anymore. Also, the past few nights, I've had dreams about Jenna Marbles. Is that weird? Like, full-on dreams about Jenna Marbles. I hope she's doing okay. I miss her so much. I'm going to, this is not what I wanted. I'm going to first go in with Certified on my lid and brow bone. And then over top of that, I'm going to go in with Nikki Tutorials palette, the Nimya The palette. And I'm going to go in with Disco Stick, as you can see, I love, out of that palette, and put it on the lid. Anyway, so that is the plan for today. We are doing a nacho bar and homemade ice cream bar at my mom's, and I was in charge of ice cream toppings. So I got all kinds of things. I got nerd clusters, gummy bears, gummy worms, Shoot, I forgot M&Ms. We gotta get some M&Ms on the way. I got Snickers to like crumble up. We've got like the syrups. I thought it would be fun. My mom was like, don't get too much. I told you this was like my thing, that I was going to surprise him. You didn't, and the whole point was so that you guys didn't have to spend much money. I'm like, Mom, all of this candy you do realize is sold at the Dollar Tree. By the way, Dollar Tree been bamboozling people, because tell me why I got this candle there the other day and it still doesn't register that I need to check prices at the Dollar Tree, because I'm so used to everything being $1. And baby, everything's $1.25 now minimum. And I picked up this candle like impulsively while we were at checkout, but it was really, really pretty. It reminded me a lot of an Anthropologie candle, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that for sure. John comes out and it was $5. I was like, okay, I mean, in comparison to an Anthropologie candle that would be like $50, okay, but like, still, the candles that are usually on that shelf have always been $1. I don't know. It did kind of irritate me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I need to start more irritated with myself, because I need to start paying attention to like the prices of things in the Dollar Tree. Not that a $5 candle is a bad cost at all. That's actually, you know, a very good price for a candle. It's just that I need to start paying attention to things in there, because I don't pay any mind to things. I just grab and go. And while I say it looked like an Anthropologie candle, it looked like a Temu version of an Anthropologie candle. Let me be real here. Let me not do the most. I love this shade so much. It reminds me a lot of my favorite shade of all time from the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Decadent palette. This one right here. Don't know if you can tell or not, but these two shades I loved from this palette. This shade Pearls, so beautiful. The thing about Nikki Tutorials shadows though is they are so incredibly creamy, especially her shimmer shades. They're so gorge and just like literally like buttery creamy. So good. And nobody talks about her palettes. Literally no one. And I do not understand why, because they are so good. Buddy, you didn't want to get up when I did. She was like not having it, because I hollered at her. She sleeps with us, and I was hollering at her, and I was like, I'm going to do my makeup. Do you want to come with me? And normally she'll jump right out of bed. Not this morning. She was like, no thanks. I think I'll just stay right here in the sheets. Alright, boom. That's what we're doing. I don't have time to nitpick. I really don't. We need to leave here at like 12:50. So I've got to like get the show on the road here. Luckily, I did straighten my hair yesterday, so I don't have to do that, which is incredible. Alright, let's do some foundation. And I am spray tanned to the heavens. Gosh, something is just caught and it won't open all the way. In the arse, that is. I'm looking for, oh, it's quite literally right in front of me. How funny. Okay, so I'm going to use my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation first. And I'm pretty sure I get this in the shade Vanilla, but it doesn't say that on the bottom anymore. It now says 6. So I don't know if Hourglass has changed the shade names or what of their Vanish Stick, but this is like the 10th time that I've repurchased this foundation, and I know I was always the shade Vanilla. So if you go on Sephora to order it and you don't see the shade 6, I'm Vanilla. If you want shade comparison, and you guys know that I do mix different undertones of foundations to really get it to cover my rosacea. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the NARS. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Sahel, S-A-H-E-L. I'm sure that I'm mispronouncing that. I'm just going to go in with just a little bit of that. And a little bit of Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade Camel. Boom. And then what I like to do first is spray my face. And I've got to organize my foundation drawer. The amount of foundations that I have is insane. ELF Stay All Night Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. I don't think that this stuff does anything towards blue light protection. I'm going to say that now. I really don't think that a foundation is doing that, but who am I? Who am I to judge on that? Okay. Oh yeah, that's matching perfect. This brush right here, this Kabuki, is one of the brushes that came in my brush set that I ordered off of the TikTok shop. I wanted to see how good their brushes were. They're incredible. They are so comparable to MAC. It's a little bit crazy because you get 20 brushes in this brush set for $8. You can also order their brushes like individually, which obviously I'm now going to do because I'm loving this Kabuki one. I use it every single day or every day that I do my makeup, and I love it. It is, I think they all have the same numbers on them. Let me find another Menage one and see. 51239. Yeah, they're all the same numbers. So, but M-A-A-N-G-E. Menage. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not 100%. But they are incredible. I mean, obviously, we're on YouTube. There's no filters. So, which a lot of this has to do with those foundations mixed together. So gorgeous. Which, what I will say is this. Using 2 more, like, glowy foundations and 1 matte one will really, like, depends on what you like more. If you like more of a matte finish, do a couple of matte foundations. My favorite is going to be Hourglass Vanish Stick. And the MAC foundation, the Studio Fluid, is a really good matte foundation. And then if you want more of that glowy skin, NARS is really good, as well as the Laura Mercier are my 2 favorite glowy skinned options. But I have hundreds of foundations because just different vibes, you know. And then I'm going to take whatever's left on my Kabuki brush and put it on the little butt of my sponge. And I'm just going to press that into the skin just because if there are any brush strokes, which this one doesn't leave any, like it literally looks flawless. I just do this just for extra precaution. It's quite literally gorgeous. Like so beautiful. I love it. Okay. Now we are going to contour, and I'm going to use my LYS. This is the No Limits contour stick in the shade Harmony. This stuff is quite literally soft as it literally melts. Like, it does pretty much all of the work for you, and it has an incredibly beautiful finish to it as well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a couple of dots of this e.l.f. Camo Bronzing Contour in the shade Light Medium. I do not recommend that you buy this. I bought it, and I'm not gonna waste it, and it does look okay. Well, it looks really good actually, blended in with the LYS. But I don't think that this is something that you need to go buy. It looks really patchy on its own, in my opinion, I will just say. Okay, taking another one of those Menage brushes. This is a nice dome brush. So it's going to really cup the cheek. And of course we want to make sure that we are blending up, bringing those cheekbones up and not down. And this is my little double chin hack I've showed you guys 1,000 times, which we're definitely going to use today because my face is so swollen from that allergic reaction, and this is the only thing that's going to save us at this point. Anyways, I did straighten my hair yesterday. I know for a fact that I'm not going to wear it down because it is supposed to be so incredibly hot today, 1. And 2, all of the nieces and nephews are going to be there today, and I already know the vibes that that's about to be like. It's going to be, Momo, do this, Momo, watch this. Inside, outside, all around, like, so, which they are getting older, so it's a different vibe now. Don't get me wrong, like, they still very much are like Momo look, but like Raylan is more like, Momo, what blush are you wearing? Momo, you know, do my makeup. Like, it's much more that vibe now than it is like, watch me ride my bike type vibes. And the boys are so into sports. They are super duper into sports. Alright, blush, we are going to use iMethod Beauty in Hot Cherry, my favorite, and a little bit of She Glam in the shade Rose Ritual. Hayden is doing Travel Ball this year, and Weston, he has been doing incredible playing for the Gibbs team. He's been doing so good. Raylan, she did ball as well, and then she's also done cheer. And Hayden does basketball as well when it comes that time, but he's definitely in his softball or baseball era, travel ball era this time of year. So, and I'm super excited for Hayden because his dad was an incredible baseball player. Like, if my brother-in-law had have kept up, he would have played like professionally. He played in college and stuff, so I wish he would have kept up because he was such a good ball player. And so I feel like Hayden is starting to really get his groove with baseball and starting to get really excited about it. And I can see so much of Tyler's, my brother-in-law's, like, enthusiasm and the way that Tyler used to get so excited about ball. I can see that in Hayden. And it's super exciting because, you know, you want your kids to be excited about the sports that they play. You don't want your kids to, you know, dread having to go to the ball field or dread having to go somewhere. You only want your kids to do a sport or an activity if it's something that they genuinely want to do. So I think it's super exciting for Tyler that Hayden is really into ball the way that he is, and like Tyler coaches him, and it's a really exciting thing to see. So anywhoozy hazy, we've got our blush on, which that blush combo is just so good. And now we need to conceal. And this one, and this one. Going in first with the Lancome concealer. This is in the shade 090, I believe. That's what it says on the back anyways. We got a little hair here that we don't need. So that's just going to get on my face and drive me insane. But as you can see, I don't drag this all the way up. So each concealer has a different purpose. Again, mainly undertones. Favorite concealer of all time, Huda Beauty Faux Filter in the shade Royal Icing. This one we're going to take up into Funky Town. And right here. And then one little bitty dot, RIP to Jaclyn Cosmetics, but this Skin Perfecting Concealer is literally like a whiteout. And I love to put it just on that inner corner and on my nose. Now we're going to spray and let this set for just a minute. And I'm also going to use my, do I want to use Huda Beauty today? Yeah, I think I'm going to do Huda just because it needs to stay all day. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Fragrance Free setting powder in Pound Cake. Even though I have been loving my Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Rose. I've been really loving that one again. I just feel like Huda Beauty's products ain't going, like, they're like that long lasting, like, shit. Alright, let's get to blending, baby. I really wish Facebook would start letting us listen to music in our lives. I don't see how it's like any different than posting a reel. I don't. Or a short, whatever. I don't get what the big deal is. It's all promoting the music anyways. And I have YouTube Music. So, like, I pay for that shit. I don't know. I wish they would just get with the times. I mean, at this point, every platform is allowing music except for Facebook and YouTube. And even some posts I can get by with playing music. We did a live NA meeting we do on Facebook, on our JP and Morgan Facebook page, and we played music last night and didn't get flagged or nothing. It's like YouTube is the only space. It's like, no music during lives. You have to sit there in dead silence. Like, it's like, what? Which is a big reason why people prefer to not only go live on TikTok, but viewers prefer to view lives on TikTok. Alright, really quickly, I'm going to go back in with my bronzing brush. We're just going to, again, make this a little bit more airbrushy, if you will. Not adding any extra product to the brush. This is already on the brush. Take my little brush, blush. And again, not adding any extra product. It just still has some in the brush. A little Sonia Kashuk. And then the blush brush. And that way when you set it, everything is nice and blended in. I'm just gonna make sure we're not setting any wrinkles here. And then I'm gonna go straight in with my setting powder. And that first layer is really just to set everything. And then I will go in and kind of bake. But I do like to set my entire face because we are in East Tennessee, and baby, Tennessee did not come to play when it comes to the heat and the allergy season, okay? They did not come to play. Okay, so we're just going to set that inner corner and also the center of my face. Anywhere that we get oily, we're going to bake those areas. So I'm going to let that set for just a momento. Have that song stuck in my head all night long, and I don't even remember where I heard it from. I'm in my pretty girl era. Had to be TikTok, had to be. Alright, so we need to get ready to do this lower lash line. So I'm going to take those 3 transition shades. On my little Laura Lee Los Angeles L19 brush. And put that on my lower lash line. And I also mixed in Homebody. That's gonna be in my effing head all day. Gosh, it's 12 o'clock. We literally need to leave in like 50 minutes. This is not the vibes. I really wanted to like go live with you guys for like a good period of time today and do a little get ready with me, and that is just not gonna happen. At least I was able to go live with you guys for a pretty good amount of time yesterday, so y'all did get a long get ready with me at least. All right, now I'm gonna take my, I gotta remember which drawer John put it in, my regular Laura Mercier. This is just in translucent, not rose, which is what I like underneath my eyes if I use Laura Mercier. But I use this Laura Mercier to set my neck and stuff, because again, Tennessee, humidity, not the vibes. Not to mention, it has been so rainy the past like 3 months. Like, it is no April showers bring May flowers. It's like April, May, and June showers bring July flowers. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to get John yet again for this stupid drawer. Somehow he's able to like shake it. Oh, I got it. I'm so proud of myself. I was about to say, somehow he's able to shake this drawer and get it to open, but I never can. All right, I've talked about this dupe 1,000 times. This is, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and this is a dupe for it, and this is $8. It is the Essence Sun Club Luminous Bronzing Powder, and this is in the shade Sun Kissed in California. You can get this at Ulta or on Essence Beauty website. It's gorge. It's absolutely gorge, you guys. And for $1/4 of the price. It's even the same pan size. And honestly, I prefer this formula. I prefer it. It's really pigmented. And that's the thing about the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Yes, it is beautiful, but you have to dig in it to like get enough product, I feel. And this one, you do not have to do that. Like, it is so pigmented and beautiful and long lasting and not patchy. That's the thing with a lot of like drugstore priced bronzers for me, is that they're patchy. Like, everybody loved the Physicians Formula bronzer, and that one was so patchy, I felt. I bought it 3 separate times, and all 3 times it was so incredibly patchy. So, also, this is the Morphe M143 brush. I know someone's going to ask. I know they got rid of one of the big fan brushes. I don't know if they have the E223 now or the M143. So it's one of the two. But if you go on Morphe's site and you search large fan brush, it will pop up which one they still have. It's amazing. It basically does it for you, as you just seen. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise palette. I like to take a really, really deep shade. I'm going to go in really light-handed, and I'm going to show you guys how I use this. So, again, I'm going to go in light-handed on that. And I'm going to go right up here. And it's just going to help shape the face just a little bit more. And it also kind of looks like blush in that way. And do you see the difference? Like, I just love the way that it shapes. But this step is not necessary. But if you do want just a little bit of extra shape, especially for me right now because I am swollen due to that allergic reaction, this is going to be, we're going to be using it today. All right, now I'm going to take my other Sonia Kashap brush. I have 2 of these, one for wet products and one for dry. And I'm going to take the medium or light medium shade in the palette, and I'm going to contour my nose. And I am going to go in pretty harsh as well. So pretty. All right. Now we are ready for blush. And I'm going to use the same blush I wore yesterday because it's so pretty. I literally have every blush that Wet n Wild has ever come out with because I'm obsessed with them. This one is Pearlescent Pink by Wet n Wild. It is so pretty, you guys. It's just such a really pretty pink. I love it. And I'm going to use my Laura Lee Los Angeles L14 brush. Oh, it's such a pretty... Oh, I love it so much. Love her so much. And I love a good scoop brush because it just cups and hugs your cheek and blends right in. Right on our nosy posy and on the sides here. Perfection. All right, let's go ahead and do our pressed powder. I'm going to use my LYS Triple Fix powder. This has talc in it, so it's fantastic. I used to use the MAC Studio Fix powder. They took talc out of it, and I did not like it, so I returned it. I do not like the new formula. So, I'm definitely with Jeffree Star on that. I'm not obsessed, but this one is so good. It reminds me a lot of MAC's before they took the talc out, and super duper brightening. I love it. So this will be going with us along with my Beauty Blender powder poof. I'll take it with me today. And then I just want to scoop off any extra powder that may be sitting on the face. We're going to spray our face. And I do mean drench it. And John got me these lashes actually at Five Below. And I think they're so pretty. They're so my vibe. These I'm dying to wear. And they're the ones I'm going to wear today. I do want to... I was going to say I want to do eyeliner, but I don't because my eyes, no. No. Just keep them blank. Alright. Highlight, MAC Soft and Gentle, my favorite. Will always be my favorite. And I am going to go in very harsh with this. And I will show you guys why in a moment. There's a reason why I always do it this way. Not really blending. I'm using a big Morphe brush to do this. There's some in the center of the forehead. Right here. Right there. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little pencil brush. Where's the one that I want though? There's a particular one that I want, please. This is the L'Oreal Los Angeles L16. It's a nice pencil brush. I'm going in with the Michaela Glam Light. This is the second highlight they came out with. Her little purple vibe moment. Go right in the inner corner here. And then smile a little bit here, right there, tip of the nose, bridge, okay, boom. We're going to spray our face yet again. Okay. And while it is still damp, I'm going to take the side of my beauty sponge and I'm going to press that highlight into the skin. And not only is this going to help blend, but also this is going to pick up any extra powder that you may have setting on top of the skin. And I just prefer to blend my highlight out this way. I just feel like it looks so much better. So good. And then I'm going to take my blush brush and just kind of go over it. I actually want some more blush. I want to be a little bit more blushy today. And this pearlescent pink, it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. Nothing crazy though. It's so good. I am obsessed with this blush. I forgot how much I like this blush. I used to only wear my Wet n Wild blushes because I just love how like buttery they are. All right, let's touch up these brows and then we'll set the brows. I'll be touching up my brows obviously with my Anastasia Beverly Hills and setting them with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. But I like to wait until all of the powders have been put on my face before I touch up my brows. Also, if you hear like plastic moving on the floor, it is my cat, Belle. She is playing with what looks to be a wrapper to a mint in the floor. So, hopefully that does not bother you. Guys, did you all see Tana Mojo's Playboy shoot? Oh my God. She looks, her body is looking so incredible. And the fact that Makoa got to be in this shoot with her, I am living, absolutely living for Tana Mojo Playboy moment. It's just like the perfect combo. Like, that is just the perfect shoot for her. Is Playboy. And I love that Makoa was in the shoot with her. And I'm still upset with her with that fucking clickbait video that she did. Makoa proposed to me in Paris. Like, because everybody was like, he's going to propose, he's going to propose. So when she uploaded that video, I mean, it got so many views so quickly. Because people were like, I knew it. I knew he proposed. No, Tana Mongeau's just fucking with all of us. But I'm loving the Tana Mongeau, Trisha Paytas of it all right now. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the vibes. All right, Anastasia Barrel Freeze. I'm just going to use a little spoolie. I get these off of Amazon. You can get them in bulk for really cheap. And I usually used to order them for my makeup bag, obviously for mascara purposes, but I'll now keep some over here so that I can use them for my brow freeze, because that stuff is just so good. Those brows will not budge all day. Okay, we need to do lashes, lips, and also I need to fill in my beauty marks because, again, I'm not using a Q-tip and makeup remover anymore because it just made my makeup so patchy. Alright, lashes. Ooh, that adhesive on there is really sticky. Oh, well, never mind to those. That's what I say about some of these cheap ones, you guys, is they rip. Let me get my... Dang, it's the adhesive on these. This side's not even wanting to come up. Dang, do you guys see that adhesive? Yikes. Don't know if I'm gonna love these or not. I will keep this one lash that didn't break apart because I can use it as a half lash. So I won't get rid of that, and look, it sticks right back to the thing. Oh my goodness. That's like so annoying when the lashes rip like that. Like, especially when you are actively trying to be careful and it rips. That one almost ripped. This one almost did rip. Look at that adhesive. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna try to do the best we can with these boogers. Let's see, let's take off some of this lash, yeah. Okay. This one's adhesive is insane. But I'm also afraid, normally I would peel some of the adhesive off. I'm too nervous to do that with these because it's like literally they're hanging on by a thread at this point. So I don't want to do too much. Yeah, I would prefer to just order mine off of Amazon. You can get a huge amount of pack of lashes for like $8 to $10. These were $5, and you can tell like they're not the vibes, but I do appreciate my fiance for grabbing them for me because that was very sweet. All right, Duo Lash Glue. Let that get a little bit tacky, which honestly, we probably won't have to wait very long because the adhesive that's on these lashes, they'll stick anyway. Alright. Nose is starting to run already. Lash number one. They are pretty. I will say that. They're very pretty. It's just like they're cheaply made. Let those settle a little bit before I do my mascara, which I'm honestly contemplating doing lower mascara at all because A, my allergies, and B, it's gonna be so freaking humid today. I already know. All right, let's go ahead and do my beauty mark. I just use a really deep foundation. It doesn't have to be. This is literally a foundation from the dollar store. LA Colors in the shade Cappuccino, if anybody's curious for what I'm about to use for my beauty mark. I then take a liner brush. This is from that Minaj brand off of TikTok Shop. The doggy. And then I put my beauty marks right where.
She's been in the litter and look. Good. Get in here, Lottie. Now.
Just the two that I actually have. I have 4, but these are the only 2 that I'm like, that I used to take my makeup off for anyways. They're just my favorite ones. And let's do my lips. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Let's do this pinky one. This is NYX suede liner in the shade Whipped Caviar. And of course it needs to be sharpened. Shocker. I don't know how they always have to be sharpened when I feel like I sharpen them all the time. It gets so bizarre to me. All right, this is the shade. These are so creamy, by the way. If you're looking for a good drugstore brand liner, lip liner, these are so good, the NYX Suedes. They remind me so much of MAC. And they're not like a lot of those other drugstore liners or drugstore price liners where they kind of crumble. I hate that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when lip liner like crumbles. I cannot stand it. Like, don't crumble on me like my lips are dry, because I use Laneige lip mask every night and every morning, so don't play me. Just gonna fill it in. A little bit here. I'll take my lip liner with me. Just gonna wipe out the foundation from the center of my lips. And then, what liquid lipstick do we want to use today? I'm gonna do my ColourPop Times Square. This is one of my all-time favorite shades. It's like a pinky nude that I love. Oh yeah, that looks really good with that lip liner. How did that feel? That had to have hurt. Okay. I had my nude liquid lipstick drawer open and Pretty bumped his head into it. So pretty. Let that dry, because I will want to put a little bit of Lanny in the center. This is Laura Lee Los Angeles X Manny MUA or Lunar Beauty. Lipstick. I love the component. You press the top and that's how it comes out. I love it. And I will take this lipstick with me. I will not take the ColourPop. And then I'm just going to take my lip brush that I like to use. I did use this for red yesterday, so I'm going to clean it off a little bit here. Just kind of blend. And then I got just a little bit of lipstick out here, so I'm going to take a spoolie. And scrape it off. You just want to wait for it to dry. That's the main thing. Alright, we're ready for mascara, baby. Let's see. I have this NARS like sample that was sent to me. The NARS Climax. And I'm thinking that's going to be perfect because it's not like real liquidy, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, we have to leave in 20 minutes. Jesus. All right, there we go. Let's spray this face. And my gloss, where is she? Here she is. My favorite, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm, of course in the shade Pillow Talk. This stuff is expensive, but it is the most beautiful gloss in the history of ever. And so glossy. Not sticky at all. And it's not one of those glosses that you have to reapply 1,000 times. I love. But of course, we will take the lip gloss with us as well. So in my pocketbook, it's going to be my, whoop, don't fall, no. It's going to be my LYS pressed powder, my Beauty Blender powder poof, my gloss, my lipstick, and my lip liner. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I got ready. I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday yourselves. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you have your notifications on. I do have a video that is going to be uploaded on Tuesday. It is a story time and it is a stalker update, and you guys are not ready for this shit. I wasn't even ready. So be prepared for that. I love you guys so much, and until the next time.